The unthinkable has happened. Canada, America's steadfast ally, has made a decisive break from the past. It has walked away from decades of military cooperation with the United States. This unexpected move has sent shockwaves through the halls of power across the globe. The world watches, holding its breath as the implications of this seismic shift begin to unfold. For generations, the image of Canadian and American soldiers standing shoulder to shoulder has been a symbol of unbreakable unity. This alliance, forged in the fires of two world wars, has been a cornerstone of global security. But that era is now over. Canada has charted a new course, one that distances itself from its powerful southern neighbor. This decision was not made lightly. It was born from years of growing unease and a string of events that strained the once unshakable bond between the two nations. The trust, once implicit and absolute, has eroded, leaving behind a void that whispers of uncertainty and doubt. The world is now left to grapple with the consequences of Canada's bold move. What does it mean for the future of North American security? What message does it send to other American allies? And most importantly, what will be the ultimate price of this dramatic realignment? While the recent announcement may seem sudden, the seeds of discord were sown long ago. Beneath the veneer of camaraderie, cracks had begun to appear in the seemingly impenetrable facade of the U.S.-Canada alliance. The relationship, once characterized by mutual respect and shared goals, had begun to fray at the edges. One of the primary points of contention stemmed from divergent foreign policy agendas. Canada, known for its commitment to multilateralism and diplomacy, found itself increasingly at odds with the more unilateralist approach favored by the United States in recent years. From trade disputes to military interventions, the two countries found themselves on opposite sides of increasingly critical issues. Further exacerbating the situation was a perceived lack of respect for Canadian interests on the part of the United States. The cancellation of joint projects, the imposition of tariffs, and dismissive rhetoric from American leadership all contributed to a sense of growing frustration and resentment within Canadian political circles. The cumulative effect of these disagreements, coupled with a sense of being taken for granted, ultimately led Canada to reassess its strategic priorities. The once unthinkable breaking free from the gravitational pull of the United States began to seem not just possible but necessary. Canada recalibrated its defense strategy, seeking new partnerships. Europe, with its shared values, was a natural choice. This outreach led to a concrete agreement. A comprehensive defense treaty now binds Canada to the EU. It includes joint exercises, intelligence sharing, and tech development. The partnership extends beyond the military. Canada and the EU will cooperate on cybersecurity, counterterrorism, and crisis management. This alliance signals a long-term commitment to shared security. Canada is ready to be an independent actor on the global stage. Section 4, Eastern Promises, the Korean Connection. Canada's pivot towards new alliances extends beyond the familiar shores of Europe. Reaching across the Pacific, Canada has also inked a landmark defense agreement with South Korea. This unexpected partnership, driven by shared economic interests and a common vision for a stable Indo-Pacific region, adds another layer of complexity to the evolving geopolitical landscape. The Canada-South Korea Defense Pact focuses on enhancing interoperability between the two nations' armed forces. Joint exercises, exchange programs for military personnel, and the co-development of advanced military technologies form the cornerstones of this burgeoning partnership. Beyond the military sphere, the agreement also encompasses cooperation on cybersecurity, counterterrorism, and maritime security. This multifaceted approach underscores the strategic depth of the partnership, reflecting a shared commitment to addressing the multifaceted security challenges of the 21st century. The burgeoning alliance with South Korea, a technologically advanced nation with a rapidly growing military, provides Canada with a valuable partner in the strategically vital Indo-Pacific region. This move signals Canada's intent to play a more active role in global affairs, independent of its traditional alliances. Section 5, Tremors on the World Stage, the Global Impact. The reverberations of Canada's decision to reshape its military alliances are being felt in capitals across the globe. This bold move has sent shockwaves through the established world order, leaving many wondering what the future holds for international relations. For the United States, Canada's decision represents a significant blow to its global standing. The perception of waning American influence is amplified by this very public display of strategic realignment. Allies and adversaries alike are closely observing the American response, analyzing every action and statement for signs of weakness or strength. The European Union, emboldened by Canada's commitment, sees an opportunity to assert itself as a major player on the global stage. The bloc's long-standing ambition for strategic autonomy receives a significant boost, potentially paving the way for a more assertive European foreign policy. In the Indo-Pacific, Canada's partnership with South Korea adds a new dimension to the regional power dynamics. China, already wary of growing U.S. influence in the region, will be closely watching this new development, assessing its potential impact on its own strategic calculus. Section 6. A calculus of power, winners and losers. Canada's dramatic shift in alliances has created both winners and losers on the global chessboard. The balance of power, once seemingly static, is now in flux, with traditional alliances being tested and new configurations emerging. For Canada, the potential benefits are clear. By diversifying its partnerships, it reduces its reliance on the United States and gains greater autonomy on the world stage. This newfound freedom allows Canada to pursue its own strategic interests and forge a path more aligned with its values. However, this strategic independence comes at a cost. The United States, long accustomed to Canada's unwavering support, is unlikely to accept this shift lying down. Economic retaliation, diplomatic pressure, and even attempts to undermine Canada's new partnerships are all within the realm of possibility. The European Union, while welcoming Canada into the fold, must now grapple with the complexities of integrating a new member into its already intricate web of defense arrangements. The bloc's ability to present a united front on security issues will be tested as it navigates the sensitivities of its diverse membership. Section 7. The unfolding future. A world transformed. The world watches with bated breath as the implications of Canada's decision continue to unfold. The international order, already grappling with the forces of change, is entering a new era of uncertainty and realignment. The established balance of power, once seemingly immutable, is now in flux. Traditional alliances are being tested, new partnerships are emerging, and the very definition of global leadership is being redefined. The future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. Canada's bold move has irrevocably altered the geopolitical landscape. The world is now embarking on a new chapter, one where the old rules no longer apply, and the possibilities are as vast as they are unpredictable. Will this new era be characterized by greater cooperation and stability, or will it descend into a period of heightened tension and conflict? Only time will tell. One thing is certain, the world will never be the same.